Why do you love me? Such meaningful, beautiful questions.
Yeah.
When you think of us as kids, what do you remember most?
Our togetherness. We were like always joined at the hip. If you did one thing, I was always there. It's just like we were kind of inseparable. There was not a time that I don't remember you not being there. I know you're always going to be there for me, regardless of what.
Yeah, I will. I have your back now.
Yeah.
You might be afraid to fight, but I'm not.
I mean, it's just that we have this also spiritual connection.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, we could be in two different places, and this is ironic. We'd be in two different places, and all of a sudden we come up with the same outfit on. Go figure, without even talking about it. So it's that we have this connection. I don't think that
a spiritual connection.
We do.
A spiritual connection.
We do.
We go shopping, come around the corner, we have the same shoe in our hand.
I know.
Or the same jewelry in our hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. A spiritual connection.
Yeah, and
It's about love. My mom, what she always said, take care of one another.
Right.
And that we've lived up to that.
Right.
By loving one another and taking care of, looking out for our brother. You know, men are not like us. We got to look out for our brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do that. Yeah. Even though it's hard sometimes, we do it. We still do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay, girl.
What's one thing you really want me to experience? What's one thing you want me to experience?
Something you never had.
What's that?
Someone to give you, like, go shopping with, a partner. Don't marry somebody. Someone you can be a partner with and make you happy. Someone you can depend on to do things with you, so you won't feel alone. I worry about you being home by yourself a lot sometimes. Even when with the pandemic, I'm worried about you. When I don't hear from you, I'm worried what's going on now.
Right.
With everything that's going on.
Right.
It might be a purge. What's going to happen in your neighborhood? So I call, you don't answer. I panic.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Yeah.
So I just wish you had someone with you, not all the time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, someone you can do things with consistently sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What makes us family? Don't sing the song, we are family. What makes us family?
I think the underlining factor is that we love each other, respect each other, and we're always there for each other. Regardless if you make me mad and or whatever, we know that if anything comes down, you're there.
Got your back. Always listen. We listen to one another.
Yeah, sometimes that listening is hard, but we try our best.
And we take action.
Yeah, you know, I think that's one thing that Daddy taught us is that you got to be assertive and to get things done. You can't wait because what our urgency is not someone else's.
Exactly.
So we have to know if it's impacting us, you got to go after it and take care of your business. So, and have that understanding, and we all have that understanding, is what makes us a strong family.
And working together for a common goal.
Yeah.
The family is, and being there for one another in good times and bad times.
Right.
And if you need something, don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah.
What do you see in me that I don't see in myself?
You are so beautiful, and you're so smart. I don't know if you know how smart you are. And you just have a way of taking care of things and getting it done that people look up to you. I don't think that you see yourself as being a real strong leader. I talk to you all the time about running for office. Mm-hmm. I don't have that kind of power. I mean, that kind of draw power.
But you have friends. I don't have friends like that.
You have friends.
Oh, I don't have any friends. You're my only friend.
But you have I've never had that kind of relationship that you have. And that was something I was always envious about. I never had anybody, even though I was married, I never had anybody to go all these places with me and go and after my husband died, I became y'all third wheel. Even when around my friends, you when with my friends, you're the life. I'm like in the background. And you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my personality.
Yeah. Who has more power in this relationship? Why do you think that is?
Well, power, I don't think it's about power. It's not about power, it's about understanding and talking through something and getting the understanding and coming to a point of agreeing on something. Then when he said something I don't like, I said, okay, that's enough of that. I hang up.
Right,
and
exactly.
You'll call me back. I'll wait, she'll call me back soon. She'll call me back.
But I think it's not a power. I think we have this shared understanding. We know each other's strengths, and we know when to call on each other. So it's never like a power thing. I think it's a shared level of respect, because I respect. We're both passionate, but you take on passion a little bit more, especially when something is dear to your heart and you really want to make a difference in that. To share not only experience but also bring in others. And they see that and they want to learn from you and take something back from it.
Yeah.
So
and we've never projected of being this or that.
Right.
It's like the old saying, let your work speak for you.
Exactly.
We never went out and say, oh, I'm good at this, I can do this.
Right.
We just do it.
We just do it.
We just
and
do
everybody's
it.
saying, I want you on this and want you on that.
Yeah. I want you to do
so
this.
it's like a silent type of,
Yeah.
showing that.
What part of our relationship would you most want to share with others?
Getting along as sisters. So some people don't even get along as sisters. And that you can be friends and you can be sisters and share those experiences that we've had and what made our relationship work. Because I know of a lot of friends that I have don't even talk to their siblings. So I would want them to share our life lessons. And I think that's important as women, especially women and as Black women.
I think it's also important to share what we want to share, legacy. Make sure you have a piece of legacy passed on, because you and I are like this because the legacy that our parents pass on to us. Make sure their legacy, they know what's important in life. Make sure you take care of what's given to them and don't take things for granted.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, if you are watching that video and you want to ask those questions to your family, visit theskindeep.com/shop to get the And Family Edition.